I love fresh seafood, fresh pasta, and the North End. That's why I absolutely love Mare. This is a unique spot for the North End because the tourists really can't stumble onto it. It's down an alley just off Hanover Street. You can look outside and see the landmarks and you can hear the traffic, but at the same time they have these cool couches and fire pits. Frank DiPasquale and his chef took a lot of influence from their background in the Amalfi Coast when they created Mare.
Well, there's a lot of people don't even know where it is. All right, so it's by word of mouth. You know, we really don't advertise this place hardly ever, and they find it. The whole menu is geared around the Amalfi Coast. It's everything from the langostinos to the mozzarella that we make, that we bring in from Italy as well. And of course, you're gonna have a Gragnano pasta, a few great pastas from the Amalfi Coast.
The Seafood Tower is a showstopper. They can make it bigger or smaller depending on the size of your party. This one has 18 local oysters, a half a dozen little necks, half of a chilled lobster, Alaskan king crab, and 6 big shrimp already dipped into the cocktail sauce, which I like. That's the chef telling you it's the best way to enjoy shrimp, and I happen to agree. And they shut these oysters right at the bar, right in front of the customers, the way it should be done. Surf and turf is one of my favorite flavor combinations, but the chef here didn't want to force you to get it as an entree, so he does it as an appetizer. It's a 3-hour braised short rib with a scallop on top, served over truffled mashed potatoes. Mussels are one of my favorite appetizers to share. Here they serve it in the pan with white wine, parsley, and garlic. You can also get this dish with clams, but I think it's perfect with mussels.
You're gonna taste the flavor of the garlic that's rubbed on the bread, along with the parsley that's rubbed on the bread that's on its side. And when you put that whole taste together in your mouth, it's like an explosion. And the way it's presented, I mean, it's just so beautiful. Sometimes I just want to look at it and not eat it, but of course I'm gonna jump into it. It's a taste of the Amalfi Coast.
They do a few different things tableside here. I think you gotta try at least one. Chef Nell is gonna show you how the cacio e pepe experience works. It starts with this big bowl of cheese, then he adds some water, the delicious fresh pasta, then he's gonna mix in some more cheese, then comes the black pepper, and he's gonna slice up that truffle. Cook it for about 1 minute, and this is an incredible pasta experience. This is the Frutti di Mare. Here they make it with gnocchi. It's potato-based and homemade, and it is really a delicious twist on this dish. Of course, it comes with all the greatest things from the sea: clams, mussels, calamari, and shrimp. The lobster tagliatelle really blends the worlds of the Amalfi Coast and Boston. It's made with local lobster, but then they bring in black truffle all the way from Italy, served over that delicious tagliatelle pasta. And the black truffle gives this dish an earthy taste to it. It's really amazing. I'm telling you, you gotta try this. This is the branzino al sale. They bake this piece of fish in the oven with no seasoning. That's because it's wrapped up in banana leaf, olive oil, and salt. So the flavor of that fish literally cannot escape.
Every time I go to the Amalfi Coast, that's the first dish I need to order. You know, that's the main course that I'm looking forward to. Not seeing just how they do it, but having it. And the moisture, because when you cover it with that sea salt, it keeps all that texture right inside. And wow, it's just so moist. When they open that up and you see that little bit of steam come out and you say, oh my God, that's a great piece of fish. It's a meal that you definitely will come back for.
I'm usually not a sweets guy, but here you can't miss the deconstructed tiramisu. It starts with delicious lady fingers. Then they take coffee made just the way they do in the old country and pour that espresso right over the lady fingers. They add a very generous amount of mascarpone cheese, and if that's not enough for you, then they shave off some of that super sweet chocolate. This dessert is spectacular. In a neighborhood known for desserts, I don't think there's any better than this one. The Amalfi Coast and Boston both have very rich, proud histories of fishing, and those two histories come together at Mare in the North End.
If I had to suggest a seafood restaurant in the city of Boston, I would suggest Mare. Not because it's mine, because you're going to have an experience that you will tell your friends about this place. It is a one-of-a-kind seafood Italian restaurant that you will say, boy, I got to tell my friends about it. That's why we have no signage out front, but you will find it.